Bill's Media and the Arts podcast, where I talk about music, movies, and books, and I bring you the content that most want in interviews and etc. So check out Bill's Media and the Art podcast for your media needs. All right. So I have special guests on my podcast, Jacob's Well, all the way from Florida. Great band, Jamie and Gene. And these guys are just going to play some music. They're going to talk about their EP, their upcoming tour if they want to. Whatever, the floor will be theirs. Awesome. So you did get it. And so
yeah, literally today.
All right.
Literally today, special for this podcast, they delivered our new EP. It's also available digitally. So everywhere digitally.
Yep.
Amazon, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to your digital music at, it's available.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna let y'all guys go to it, and y'all can talk and play music and do whatever it is you guys want to do. And
all right,
the floor will be y'all's.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. What do you want? You want to do a little?
Yeah, we're gonna do a little thing we made up here. We're gonna play the Mountain Air song. We're gonna do a little intro to it. And this song, Mountain Air, why don't you talk about it, Jamie?
So Mountain Air pretty much just came about by last summer. A whole collection of songs, but Mountain Air really came about from last summer, our tour up in North Carolina, just how well it went. So I had started writing this song like before we left, actually, and then finished it when I got back. We were just coming off that awesome tour. So many great people, so many great venues.
Great venues, just great scenery, the whole works.
So the whole song is just about that anticipation, getting ready to go. We had so much energy getting up there, and the whole week was just fantastic. So it's really a love letter to the great folks up there.
Yes, it is.
So that's why we called it Mountain Air.
And this little thing we're going to do now is called Prepare the Ground.
Prepare the Ground, which was a
little joke we did. So basically, Jamie had gone up the year before. I was supposed to go with him, but I got COVID. It was 2020 or 2021, whatever it was. And I had gotten COVID like 3 days before we were supposed to leave. And I was like so mad because I wasn't hardly even sick, but I couldn't go. So he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. That's just preparing the ground." And it just became like a joke about preparing the ground.
It did prepare the ground.
It did. So this is a little song called Prepare the Ground. Woo! That's a little mountain there. All right, so we're gonna do another one now. This song is called Bryson City. Oh, okay, yeah, Bryson City Breakdown. And basically, I don't know if anybody has ever been to Bryson City, but the whole deal with Bryson City is right in the middle of Main Street downtown. Is the steam engine just comes into town, and like in the morning we'd go down for breakfast. We timed it so every morning we would be there right when it was time, 10 o'clock. They would blow the whistle and people would just all gather around to get on the train and just like go up into the mountains. And it was just like, just so awesome. Just takes you back to another time. So this song is really just about going back to another time when things were simpler and just a time that seemed better for some reason. And this whole thing is about Bryson City, and it's called Bryson City Breakdown.
Just do the.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
That reminds me of the past. Folks were gone and things still well, the train still steams out of town and it goes to my soul. Memories from a different time. When I hear that whistle blow. And Bryson City stole my heart away. Take me back to a better day. Skipping stones and fishing poles is a place I like to stay. Bryson City. City Breakdown. I got to switch instruments here for a minute.
Yeah, me too. That's one thing we do a lot of.
So as a band, Jacob's Well, we come in different forms, but on the album, I just want to give credit. So it's me and Jamie do the main stuff, and then we have Frank Solano, Slamo Solano, and really good guy, plays all the lead guitar mostly on all our albums, plays whether it's electric lead or on this album it was acoustic dobro. And that's one thing that's really cool about this EP is it's pretty much all acoustic except for the bass guitar. If we could have found like a stand-up bass player,
Right.
we would have had.
I mean, I was standing when I was playing.
True. It would have been all acoustic, but it's really cool to hear the acoustic slide.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance to listen to the EP, and by the way, here it is. It just came out. It dropped yesterday digitally, and then the CDs. We only bought a limited amount of CDs. Yep. If you want a CD, you can get in touch with us through Facebook, through our Facebook page, which is Jacob's Well 727. And you can order, the CDs are $5. We have t-shirts, which we don't have with us right now, but really nice t-shirts with this logo on it, and front and back. And those are $20, $25.
Yeah.
And we have stickers coming soon.
We have drink coasters and we have magnets.
Magnets.
With
so
the logo.
Just DM us on our Facebook page, Jacob's Well 727, and you can put
We
it
could
in.
probably do a package, right?
Yeah, we'll do a package
bundle
for $40 with everything in it.
Yeah.
So just tell us what you want, and then you can pay through PayPal, which is jacobswellmerch@gmail.com. jacobswellmerch@gmail.com, and just make sure if you order something to put your mailing address and maybe like your shirt size if you want a shirt or something like that, just in the order. So this song is called This Weary Traveler, and it's kind of a cool song. What I like about it is it's just like every time I play it, it takes me back to where I wrote it at. And I don't know if you follow us or not, but if you follow us, you'll see on some of our posts, there was this picture that we posted, This Weary Traveler picture with the trains on it and the fog, and it was kind of an early morning thing. And I just went down and I was walking by the river, and there was this factory there, and it was all closed down. And I was just kind of like, it's just like every song is like a picture of this. Like I was peeking through the windows of this factory, and it was just like took me back to that, that whole place. And I just felt like, I don't know if this is, I like almost like I don't belong here. Like I just can't wait to go to where I really do belong. Like I'm just a traveler here. We're all just travelers here. We're all pilgrims on a journey. And I can't wait to get, to that ultimate place that's my home. And that's what this song is about. So it's called This Weary Traveler. All that's left, so it seems. I'm just a stranger in this place. Another runner in the race. This weary traveler so far from home. Not sure which way I should roam. pictures, memories die. This weary traveler is so far from home. Not sure which way I should roam. This weary traveler's running out of time. I'm at the end of the line, the end of the line. We're on pilgrims here, just passing through. That's me and you. That's me and you. We're on this journey to that higher place. We'll see his face. We'll see his face. Spirit traveler is so far from home. All right, we'll take a little break from music,
Yeah.
and if you want, Bill, and talk. We do have a surprise song
We
for
do.
you a little bit later, but that's our EP, This Weary Traveler, right? Or not This Weary,
It's on
Mountain Air, and that song is on there, This Weary Traveler. The album will be called, once we finish it, will be called This Weary Traveler.
Yeah.
So we'll tell that story. So what happened was we were in the studio recording this wonderful album, and things started to get a little sideways, and we had to just kind of separate ourselves from the guy that we were working with. Nothing against him. He's a great dude. Has a great studio. It just wasn't working out scheduling wise and time wise. So we just, luckily, so here's a crazy story. So my son, who is playing a gig tonight, he plays in a band, and he did an EP, and I loved it. It was like the production was so good, like, and it's like heavy, and it's metal, and I was like, wow, who recorded this for you? And he said, oh, it's our buddy Chase. And I'm like, well, maybe he would help us finish our album. So we went over there and we talked to him, and we decided just to release an EP of these 3 songs just to kind of get ready for our Mountain Air tour this summer. We wanted to get Bryson City and Mountain Air on there because we really feel like that'll people in North Carolina and Bryson City will identify with that, since that's where our gigs are, is mostly in that mountain kind of I don't want to say tourist area, but it's definitely a popular area, the North Carolina Tennessee border there, where a lot of people go. So we're hoping,
especially Nantahala.
We're playing at Nantahala Outdoor Center
for Summer Fest.
It's like their summer kickoff, and we're going to be the band that plays there. So we're very excited about that. So that's a lot of Jacob's Well news. If you have any questions or anything, Bill, we'd love to talk to the people about what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of the questions I have, my friend Patricia Compton asked, "Are y'all guys still a duo, or have you added members?"
So funny that you asked that question.
We are,
because we are still basically a duo, but Xander plays with us a lot, and Frank Solano, who is the lead guitar player that plays on most of our songs, plays with a lot. And really, it's just a matter of space. Like, a lot of the places we play at are little breweries, and they don't really have bands in. They just have like singles or duos in.
Right.
So we just don't bring the other people with us, but it would be great to have everybody with us. And in the summer, we're hoping to maybe bring Frank and Xander in for more gigs. Definitely Xander and Frank when he's available. And if anyone out there has or plays stand-up bass, we're looking for a stand-up bass player. Jamie plays bass, but we want someone that plays like the old school, like real deal, fretless stand-up bass. So if anybody's out there wants to come to Florida, or you live in Florida and you play fretless stand-up bass, we would love to add a member to the band.
I mean, that's the cool thing is we do have a great support system. You know, even we played last Friday at one of our favorite breweries, Cody River.
Right.
And then with Xander, put on a great show, obviously. It was going
awesome.
Puts on a show back there on the washboard. And then he texted me the next day. We had a gig later that night. And Jamie, I'm not feeling good. And we're like, so I have another buddy who plays drums, like full kit. And it wound up working out great. He came and played that night.
And he's played with us. He plays with you all the time. He's played with us before. So he was familiar, so it really worked out.
So knew the songs, and then it worked out because it was a more of an open air venue.
Right.
So we were able to get a little bit more punchy and zestful.
Yeah.
So
but definitely we want to play with a full band, but mostly we play like around here when we play our little breweries here. It's usually just the two of us for space purposes, but Xander has been playing with us for the rest of the summer, just for the tour that's coming up, and then definitely want to add, if we could get a tour book where it was a full band with bass and lead guitar and everything, where we actually did the whole albums, like, note for note, that would be freaking phenomenal. But we're just taking it as it comes.
Plus, we're not doing this full time.
Right. This is just our
families and jobs. So financially, we can't hire
a band,
and kick it on the road yet. If we had a management, anybody wants to manage Jacob's Well,
we're here. We have plenty of material, so if you want to send us out on tour, we're ready to go. But no, Budapest. We have a big following in Budapest for some reason.
I check our streaming, and for some reason we are huge in Hungary.
Hey,
so Jacob's Well live.
They like some folk music there.
Yeah.
I hope that answered your question.
Maybe a little more than you wanted, but that's okay.
Oh, that's awesome. Actually, I have a question that I wanted to ask. Like, how many different instruments do you guys actually play or can play?
Well, actually, I play trumpet and French horn because I used to play in band in school. But most stringed instruments, I think we can play. Jamie was just playing a dulcimer. Can you hold it up so they can see it?
Yeah. On the way out of the house, before I left, Gene was like, "Hey, can you bring your dulcimer?" So
explain what a dulcimer is.
Well, it's a mountain instrument, and this is actually, it's not a traditional dulcimer. This is a dulcimer they actually turned into like a guitar body. Because a lot of times there's like lap dulcimer.
Right. A dulcimer you see is like really long, and it has like I don't know if you've ever seen one, you'd know what it was.
But I found this one, which is really cool. So it's just like a real dulcimer with the tuning and everything. And it's just got a really cool. So it's got a really cool
sound.
A mountain sound. So picked that up last summer.
And I'm like, Jamie, before you leave, bring your dulcimer. So we were able to do that song. But Jamie plays. What do you play? Drums, bass.
Drums is started on drums. So I've been a drummer since 1990. So
like this guy plays like progressive rock, like real technical drumming. Like Yes and Genesis are like his bands, So, but it's like he plays bass just as good as he plays drums and guitar, and very talented. Like even like I've always said, like, my motto is, if you can't be really talented, just make sure you surround yourself with people who are. And that's why me and Jamie have done so well, because he's so talented and I'm just a hack. So it's like,
you're not a hack.
It's like, Jamie plays every instrument. He could record a whole album by himself and not even need me.
No, I need that part. Gene,
he hasn't learned how to play harmonica yet.
I leave that to you. I leave the belonging to you.
You had to go there, right?
No, I mean, Gene, especially, he's been playing a lot more banjo lately. So I think you were heavier on like harmonica stuff, which is awesome. But lately, you've been playing a lot more banjo, and the banjo just fills out the sound.
Yeah, it's kind of like even when we do our live gigs,
yeah,
where we do some cover tunes, it's like we've incorporated the banjo way more. Like, it's almost like we've fallen into our groove as far as Jacob's Well sound. There's usually Jamie on guitar, me on banjo. Then if I'm on guitar, usually Jamie's on mandolin.
It's a formula.
So it's kind of like really kind of settled into really cool sound.
We did Shine by Collective Soul the other night.
Oh my gosh.
Banjo, and it was really cool.
It sounded really cool.
Nice. Actually, I was trying to look around in the local areas around, more of this part of Carolina to see if there was places for you guys to play if y'all ever wanted to come like more this way. But I haven't had any luck yet, but maybe I'll contact some people and see if there are like places that plays. I don't know if they have live bands, but there's actually this place in North Carolina. It's called Southern Grace Distilleries, and they actually call it Whiskey Prison because they actually bought an old prison and turned it into a distillery. And when they age the whiskey,
that's got Jacob's Well written all over it.
They actually age it behind sales, like and so that's one of the cool things. I think the actual website is called southerngracedistilleries.com, but that I think
we'll definitely be in contact with them.
Yeah,
and this time in the summer, excuse me, I didn't interrupt you. We're playing in Hiawassee, Georgia.
Yes.
North Georgia. So that's kind of cool. So what's it called? Hiawassee Brewery, right?
Hiawassee Brewery, right on Lake Chatuge. So it's this beautiful mountain lake. And I actually wrote a song about that many years ago.
Right.
So the brewery is like overlooks the lake there. So it's gonna be very exciting to play. And they have excellent food too. So
that'll be a new gig this summer that we're gonna play at. And I mean, if Jacob's Well, it seems to be really taking off this past year a lot more, and especially since we've branched out to North Carolina and stuff, it really seems to be catching on. So we're really happy to see the spike in our presence. On social media, the people are really starting to respond to it. So it's only been 7 years. What the heck?
I'll get there. It's a slow moving train, basically.
Well, great things come to those who wait.
That's right, brother. That's a great statement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One thing I'm kind of curious about though. Have you guys ever thought of actually? I mean, I know like Facebook provides like a platform and everything and all that, but have y'all guys ever thought of maybe actually doing like a website?
Yeah, not really, but what we really should do, and you're probably on the right track, is we should probably have a web site where we have like a web store where people can order our merchandise right on the web store. And we have this great web designer / tour manager /
tour accommodations, treasurer, booking, everything. Yeah.
So that might be the next thing.
I don't know about that. My wife might be able to do that. I have thought about it would be cool because we tell people, hey, we're on Facebook. You'd just be surprised how many people aren't on Facebook.
Especially as the climate changes in the country, it might be nice to get off Facebook and have a web page where we could actually sell our stuff on our web page. It's probably a good idea, Bill, for sure.
Yeah.
We will definitely look into that.
Just to help you guys out, there's this, as far as I know, it's still up. There's a website called Wix.com, and you can go in and you can create your own web page. It doesn't cost you anything, but you have to use their domain. But if you pay, I think you pay a small fee or something, and you can have your own domain name or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So it's something to look into anyway, and you can create it. You can actually sit down and create the site yourself and everything. So
awesome.
Yeah, and then building the site, maintaining the site, obviously is another part of that.
Yeah,
like Jamie was saying, it's like if this was like our full-time gig, it would be great. But we're like, you know what I mean. We both work and all that stuff, so it's hard. But it is what it is, and God has given us what He's given us, and we're just trying to be faithful with what He's given us.
Yeah, for sure.
I can respect that. That's totally cool. Awesome. As far right now, that's pretty much about all the questions I really have.
Well, why don't we play another song?
Yeah. Play as many as you want. I mean, this is y'all's time, and however late y'all guys want to stay, that's up to y'all.
Awesome.
All right. Well, this song was written by a friend of mine named Bill. This song is called Carolina Breeze. So can you tell a little bit about this poem that you wrote and sent to me? Because you know more about the poem part of it than I do.
Basically, it's just about, life and living in Carolina, just those things that you do. Being a country boy myself, I, love to go fishing and different things. And, there's times when it's not as many as it used to be, but just like driving down an old dirt road, and with the window down and the summer breeze blowing in your hair and everything. And it brings me back to those times when I think they were better days than now, and the world has changed so much. But I remember just being able to wrap yourself in your surroundings and everything. And so it's pretty cool. And yeah, I wrote this one day. I just felt like, I wanted to write something, and I wrote it and I sent it to you. And like always, you guys spin your magic and do what you guys do and turn it into a song. And I'm forever grateful. So I appreciate it.
Well, when I read the chorus, the Carolina Breeze, man, that was and then just now before we signed on here, we were just practicing it.
Yeah.
And Jamie came up with this lick, and it was just it was crazy. So this is a song that Bill wrote, and it's called Carolina Breeze. Walking down that back road with the gravel under my feet. There's mud on my blue jeans. The feeling just can't. Standing in that creek bed with the water rushing by, like something from a movie. It almost made me cry. 'Cause there's nothing like that Carolina breeze, and you can't go wrong. No, there's nothing like that Carolina breeze, and I guess that's where I belong. Riding through that mountain path with the windows rolled down. Sun sun shining on my arm. There ain't no better place I found. No better place I found. 'Cause there's nothing like that Carolina breeze. Oh, you know you can't go wrong. No, there's nothing like that Carolina breeze. And I guess that's where I belong. This is the place where I feel free. And there's no place that I'd rather be. This is the place where I feel free. And there's no place that I'd rather be. 'Cause there's nothing like that Carolina breeze. And you know you can't go wrong. 'Cause there's nothing like that Carolina breeze. I guess that's where I belong. All right, that's Carolina Breeze. What do you think, brother?
Awesome. Oh, I love it, man. You guys did a great job.
So that will definitely be on the album. So this Weary Traveler album will be out probably, I don't know, by the winter next, by 2024. Yeah. No, we hope to get back on the this Weary Traveler album. After our trip to North Carolina, we hope to get back and
hopefully we stop writing songs too.
Yeah, I want to play this song that's on here.
Yeah.
We're gonna work on this one. This is one that I'd like to play.
Oh yeah.
And Jamie's really not worked a lot on it, but we're this song is called "Lonely White Crow," and it's really just about. Kind of biblical. I'll tell you the story behind it is, so I like to go fishing a lot, and hey, look at that, there we are. So I go fishing all the time, and I'm fishing one morning, and there's these crows, and they're in this tree, and they're like fighting with each other, and they're like making all squawking kind of noise, and I look over, and they're fighting because one of them is a white crow. And I'm like, I have never in my life, I'm 60 years old, I've never seen a white crow before. And it was really a white crow. It wasn't an albino crow. It had black eyes, and it was a white crow. And I was like, kind of like freaked out. And I was like, that's really cool. So I went about my business, and a couple weeks later, I came back to the same spot to go fishing again. And there was this white crow again. And I started to do a little research, and I found that the Native Americans believed that the white crow was a messenger, usually a messenger of judgment. And I just felt, I just really felt God speak to my heart about writing this song about the white crow, kind of like trying to warn us about where we're headed. As not just a nation, but as in this world, turning away from God and just the evil that exists in this world. And so this song came out of it's called Lonely White Crow. So Jamie, I know you haven't played this a lot, but just follow along. Right. So that east wind blow. Lonely white crow. Well, they hear it when you call. Are they listening at all? A lonely white crow. Well, it's almost harvest time. There's no reason in this rhyme. Have the weeds grown with the wind? And did the devil take his seed? Or has he fallen at your feet? Lonely white crow. Lonely white crow. What's that seed you sow? Can you feel that east wind blow? Lonely white crow. Fourth. Well, it's almost harvest time. There's no reason in the rhyme. And have the weeds grown with the weeds? And did the devil take his seed? Or has he fallen at your feet? Lonely white crow. Have you come to tell the eagle mend his broken wing? Have you come to warn the nations of the price that evil brings? Will the writings on the wall have you come to watch us fall? Lonely white crow. Lonely white crow, yeah. Lonely white crow. Lonely white crow. Totally impromptu, never played together song, Lonely White Crow, which will be on the album.
We've never played that. All right. Just like that.
All right. So that's Lonely White Crow. You want to play one more?
Yeah.
What would you like to play?
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. Any requests out there, Bill?
Robert has two things he wanted to say. One was he said y'all should come play in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, we would love to. Get us a gig that pays and we'll be there.
And
if it pays for gas money, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Let's do Bitter Days because Dave Meyer, last time we didn't play.
Right.
We promised him we would play Bitter Days.
Well, wasn't that one on there? Well, if we have time, we can do this one too.
Oh, okay.
I think that was a request.
All right.
But yeah, let's get the.
Yeah, we would love to play lots of places.
Yeah.
We would love to play in Asheville. We would love to play, lots of places.
Actually, just yesterday, had a brewery in Asheville interested in So I'm like, well, we're already booked this
Right.
summer,
But we can come back.
now near 3.
Right. So this song is, let me get the CD, title track from our 2019 release, Bitter Days. And by the way, all our music is on streaming services everywhere, whatever streaming service you use. It's up on all of those. And just look up Jacob's Well, Bitter Days, The Climb, Mountain Air, whatever. Just look us up, search us, and you'll find us there. All our music is available. And this is from the first album, Bitter Days. This is the title track. And it really, some of the lyrics became on this heavy metal song I did last year that's called Wake Up. I took the first verse is like the intro verse on that song. So it's kind of cool. But this song is just really about what is going on now in the world.
It's weird. This was 2019.
Right, before the whole pandemic and thing. And we just kind of wrote this. And my son, if you can see the artwork, I'll hold it up closer. It's so cool. It's a city. Hang on, let me figure this out.
Oh, the way there you go. There you go.
It's a city with empty streets and empty buildings. And then in the distance is this picture of what life should be, of this beautiful suns and flowers and stuff. And it was just kind of a prediction.
The back is almost as good as the front.
Yeah, and the back cover is
just like the city.
And if you see it in the back of me on the wall is the artwork. So my son actually painted this cover. He's an artist and he also a musician, and he did that cover. And so it was just about like how messed up things are and how, God is coming. And it's like you can deny it as much as you want, but one day what seems like a storybook about some fake thing is going to be a reality. And the people that are denying it and all that stuff are going to have to wake up and realize, wow, this is all real. So this song is just about how our lives play out. I don't want to get too deep, but it's called The Bitter Days. You ready?
Yeah. Got it.
Lost a bit of self-destruction. Never slowing down to see his time. Caught up in all of our technology, we fail to read between the lines. And black and white now fade to gray. With blinders on, we face the day. We face the day. Love and loss is the bitter day. Joy turns to fear in the bitter day. Such is the price of the bitter day. We're living in the bitter day. Push and shove to get our way. Living life just for today. With darkened hearts and blinded eyes, we fall and fall and live the lives. And pride and arrogance paved the way for the bitter day. Love and loss is the bitter day. Joy turn to fear in the bitter day. Such is the price for the bitter day. We're living in the bitter day. No love, no one who cares. No time to share, no one who cares. No peace on earth that's given birth to the bitter tears. Love and loss in the bitter days. Joy turn to fear in the bitter days. Such is the price for the bitter days. We're living in the bitter days. All right, bitter days. All right, how you doing? There's Bill.
Awesome.
So that song there is has a lot of meaning, and it's like a happy song with the sad lyrics.
A really beautifully constructed song.
Well,
But
thank you,
If you
sir.
listen to the lyrics, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's a really great song. It really is.
Plus, it lets me jam on the Mando.
That's
which is
right.
Always a good time.
So we're gonna play one more for you, and this is called "The Devil Don't Write No Love Song." And how this song came about was I was watching Saturday Night Live one night, and you can tell I'm not a country fan because I had no idea that Garth Brooks had a song called "The Devil Can't Write a Love Song." I didn't know that. So I see this skit that he does about the devil. He sells his soul to the devil basically because his girlfriend thinks he's a loser and he should have a job. So he says, I would do anything to get to write, a hit song. So the devil is like trying to play guitar and write this song for him, and it's just awful. So it just made me think about how in life, like, we think what the devil has to offer is going to be so great, and it really just turns out to be, a pile of dog poop. And this song is called "The Devil Don't Write No Love Songs. He Only Writes the Blues." So here we go.
1, 2, ready? I'll count it in.
All right, you
I'm
count it
the drummer, you know.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, well, the devil don't write no love songs. He only writes the blues. He's sitting at your table, yeah, with some you can't refuse. 'Cause the devil don't write no love songs. Oh, I say the devil don't write no love songs. Oh, I say the devil don't write no love songs. Oh, he only writes the blues. Come on, Jamie. Oh, well, he'll always take your money. He's standing at the door, and he's the life of the party, y'all. He's falling on the floor, 'cause the devil don't write no love songs. Oh, I say the devil don't write no love songs. Oh, I say the devil don't write no love songs. Oh, he only writes the blues. Let's go. break it down. Well, sometimes he speaks in riddles. Sometimes he speaks in rhymes. Sometimes he asks for little, but he wears those chains to bind. Yeah, cause the devil don't write no love songs. No, I say the devil don't write no love songs. No, I say the devil don't write no love songs. No, he only writes the blues. Devil don't write no love songs. He only writes the blues. He's sitting at your table, yeah, with some you can't refuse. Cause the devil don't write no love songs. No, I say the devil don't write no love songs. No, I say the devil don't write no love songs. No, he only writes the blues. Come on, Jamie. Let's go around again. Let's go. Well, the devil don't write no love songs, no, he only writes the blues. He's sitting at your table, yeah, with some you can't refuse. Cause the devil don't write no love songs, no, I say the devil don't write no love songs, no, I say the devil don't write no love songs, no, he only writes the blues. All right, thank you very much. We are Jacob's Well, and
Yeah.
we just want to thank Wild Bill. And remember, Bill, thank you very much for having us on. As always, you're just like such a dear friend. And our new EP just came out today. So you can get it on all the streaming sites. Spotify, iTunes, and everything. And if you want a copy of it, it's only $5. 3-song EP. We have shirts for $25. We have magnets. Get a bundle for $40 at jacobswellmerch.com. So email.com. There you go. What's up, Bill?
So the CD is available now.
Yes.
Yeah, it literally about an hour before I came over to Jeans, it showed up.
Oh, okay. Because I know originally y'all said something about May 13th, but
I know, but it's like
It got here, so we're gonna do a EP release party, official party
right.
on May 13th, where we'll have merchandise. We'll live stream that too. That's gonna be at Oasis Coffee Spot, which we've played at.
So Oasis
Yeah.
Coffee
Yeah.
Spot is where what was that pictures you posted for 2017 or
2016, 2017
was when we
started.
first started jamming together. It was our first official gig as Jacob's Well in 2017. So we always play at Oasis Coffee Spot because we love Jerry and his family. It's a family-owned business. It's a coffee shop, and they have food there, and they have live music on the weekends. It's a really cool vibe there. Really nice place. So we always do our album releases there, and
It
our
just
EP
happened to-
releases there.
I wasn't expecting to get this early, but everything got pressed, and
It's
I was
cool.
looking at the timesheet, like, okay, here it comes. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, but that's cool. Let everybody kind of soak it in a little bit.
Yeah,
we'll,
man.
We'll play there. We'll live stream it too.
Hopefully we'll have Frank and Xander with us.
We will have Xander there, I know for sure.
And our new stand-up bass player that you're going to get for us, Bill. You're going to comb the mountains of North Carolina and find a guy, and he's
Fiddle
going
player. maybe.
to want to move to Florida, fiddle player, and we're going to get some stadium shows, and it's all going to be awesome
in Budapest.
in Budapest.
there you go. That'd be awesome.
A cheap
If
trick
if it's okay, I've got a couple more questions for you.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Robert Branch wants to know how y'all guys came up with the name Jacob's Well.
Well, so it comes from a story in the Bible. Jesus is sitting down. He's tired. He's in Samaria, which in the Bible days, Jewish people and Samaritan people didn't coexist, but they went there anyways. And he's sitting by this well, and it's Jacob's well. Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. He's one of the founding fathers of the whole Jewish culture. And she goes to the well, but she goes there during the middle of the day when it's noon out, and Jesus is there. And people don't go to the well during the middle of the day because it's so hot in the desert. So the reason she was there was because she didn't want to be seen, because she was this adulterous woman. But she meets Jesus there, and he reveals himself to her. So that's where the name Jacob's Well comes from. It's just like we're like those imperfect people, just like she was, but Jesus has met us where we're at. So that's why Jacob's Well is a place where you can come as you are and meet Jesus. And that's what Jacob's Well is about.
Awesome. That's a great answer. And speaking of Jacob's Well, I don't know if you guys have got a chance to see the series The Chosen, but on the last episode, season 1, they have the Jacob's Well scene, and it's really great.
Right.
I literally just watched that a couple days ago, that scene on YouTube.
And if you read in the Bible, it says Jesus was there and sitting, and Jacob's Well was there. It's like, hey, we were there. We were there, and Jacob's. I mean, that's how old I am. I was there when Jesus was there. So.
And Patricia wants to know where will the live stream be on your? Maybe on your Facebook page.
May 13th. Yeah.
Just on our.
Yeah, Jacob's Well 727 is our Facebook. So we try to live stream as much as we can, because we know we have a lot of folks that
in other
aren't
places,
in Florida,
right?
That want to hear us, and it's really cool to see. I remember during the lockdown, Gene and I were like, "Hey, let's play." Like we were so itching to play.
Yeah.
And we started doing little shows, and it was just kind of cool to see everybody come together and meeting up there on Facebook.
It really caught on.
It was reaching thousands of people.
Right.
It was like, what the heck?
We were reaching people that we would look at our thing. You've got 2,500 views, and we're like, what?
Yeah.
It was just like people, were sitting home, and they were just somehow they were finding it. I don't know how they were finding it.
Yeah. They did. So I thought it's very important to, try to keep doing that when we can, maybe once a month or whatever, to keep doing the live stream. And every time we do it, we have a pretty good following, and people are on commenting and stuff like that. So we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Sure. Well, I want to thank you guys personally, because I'm just an independent author, and I'm a small YouTuber with a small podcast, and you guys have always welcomed anytime you want to come on, play music, promote an EP or anything. You guys are really great friends, and I really appreciate it. And I try to share every time you guys go live on Facebook. I try to share it as many times as I can. Try to
thank you very much.
That word out there for you guys, and I just try to be a platform for people, to get their stuff out, and hopefully someday it'll reach to the point where these streams will be out everywhere, and that'd be totally awesome.
That'd be great. We want to thank you for having us on and always offering your platform for us to come on and share our music and talk about all things, going on and with Jacob's Well. And we just want to thank everybody who does support us and listens to our music. And we're just glad to have the opportunity to write music and play music for folks. And that, it's what we love to do. So the fact that we can do it is great.
If anybody's up in the mountains on vacation, June 8th through the 11th.
Right.
we'll be up that way in Western North Carolina. So come check out. Our schedule is on our Facebook page.
And we also Instagram and Facebook, Jacobs Well 727.
Yeah.
You can DM us. We got t-shirts, stickers coming soon, magnets, EPs, whatever you want, albums, whatever you want. We have it all. Merch. Just DM us, send us a DM, and we'll hook you up.
Somebody was asking for hats a week ago, but
No hats.
those get kind of expensive.
They're very
cool,
expensive
but,
to do hats.
for right now, we'll do what we can.
Yeah, you'll be surprised at how expensive hats can get. I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really are expensive to make.
Just one last thing. What's the biggest size shirt y'all carry?
Right now, just extra large. Sorry, brother.
But they
No, that's
big.
cool. Just wanted to get that out there to everybody.
Yeah, so we have extra large, medium, and small. So if anybody wants a t-shirt, definitely. Soon as these gray ones are done, we're going to do a run of black ones. So and they all have the same logo on them.
Yeah.
It's big on the back and just a small logo on the front over the like where your pocket would be in the front. So it's a small logo, and then on the back is the big logo. So
and the shirts are beautiful. They're very like
soft cotton,
nice and thin, so that they don't get too hot. They
Right.
breathe.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Nice.
And I think you extra large, they run a little bit bigger.
They do.
So I think extra large, the person maybe that's a 2X might be able to wear it. So
Well, I'm kind of getting down a little bit, so I should be able to fit into
I
it.
noticed you're looking a little trimmer.
Right.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, again, guys, I appreciate it probably more than you know.
Thank
So
you, Bill.
yeah, like I said, anytime you guys are welcome.
Well, thank you for having us on.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess that wraps this up. If y'all guys are done, and I just want to say thank you again, guys. This has been Jacobs Well. Go check them out. Support them. They're an independent artist, independent band. Check out their EP. Again, get their merch at Jacobs Well. What's that again now? JacobsWellMerch.com on PayPal.
JacobsWellMerch@gmail.com.
Okay. Yep. So so go support an independent artist, and I appreciate it.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Have a good night.
All right.
Later,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep.